Hi there guys, Luis from Vintage Action. I hope you guys are all well, and today guys I'm bringing you the big hit from 1998 starring an all-star cast. As you can see, Mark Wahlberg, Lou Diamond Phillips, Christina Applegate, Kim Woodbine, Antonio Sabato Jr., China Chow, Avery Brooks, Layla Rochon, Elliot Gold, and this one right here, it's like a fast, funny, like irreverent, intense action comedy. It was produced by like a Wesley Snipes production company. It had like John Woo, that's right, the legendary John Woo from The Killer, from Hard Boiled, from Hard Target Face Off, being the executive producer, and directed by the legendary Kirk Wong, that directed like Jackie Chan's like a crime story, and this is the big hit, big action comedy from 1998, again directed by Kirk Wong, in his like directorial like debut in US. He directed many movies like in Hong Kong, and this was his first movie directed like in America, late 90s. Basically, this is like, West tried to merge the East and the West in the late 90s, right? This one had like a $13 million like budget. It made like roughly around 27 million in the box office. So it was still successful, even though by the time it was released, it had like mixed reviews. It was not like an instant like success or anything. The audience was a little bit like they didn't know what to expect, if this one was an action, if this one was action, if this one was comedy. In reality, it was a mix. It was a hybrid between like a comedy and an action movie. And again, you had Snipes and you had Terrence Cheng, that is a famous Hong Kong producer, and John Woo, everyone involved in this one. And again, Kirk Wong directing with an all-star cast. But the main two guys that steal the show in this one is obviously Mark Wahlberg and Lou Diamond Phillips. They are the two main guys in the movie, because in reality, Antonio Sabato Jr. And Kim, they are part of the team. As you can see here, they are like hired killers. These four guys, they work for Avery Brooks, that is like the boss. But the two main guys in the movie, it's like Mark Wahlberg and Lou Diamond Phillips. From over-the-top action to the funny, like, one-liners. This is, great all around. That was unfortunately like underrated when it was released. Wahlberg, obviously the main character, he plays a criminal, but he's like a nice guy. In a way, he's taking advantage by the love interests, like by the family, by even his like mates, the criminals, because he's the main guy when it comes to the action. But sometimes, all his like partners, these assassins, like hired killers, they take all the credit for like after their missions, because the reality is treated like trash by everyone, and in a way he doesn't like stand the idea of not being loved or liked by everyone, the friends, the love interests, like the family. And that makes this movie so interesting, because you have this like guy that is like a top like hired like killer assassin, but at the same time he's not your typical like hired killer assassin, because in reality he's truly a nice guy, opposite like Lou Diamond Phillips, that is the real like bad guy, right? So Wahlberg is like this sweet nature killer, and Phillips is like the over the top like villain. You can say that in a way Diane Phillips is great and kind of steals the show, the best scenes, the one-liners. But I think Mark Wahlberg was great in this one. And again, I'm not like Mark Wahlberg #1 fan or anything. I like some of these movies, The Corruptor with Chow Yun-fat, like Boogie Nights. He has some great movies, even though I'm not going to say to you Mark Wahlberg is not the typical action martial arts star that all the movies I covered and I grew up with, but he's been in some nice movies. And again, this one for me is like successful and very entertaining, and it's like an attempt to transport like the Hong Kong cinema into like Hollywood, and all the people involved in this one made it like a great fun action comedy, but again, this is like a solid fun action movie. I mean, even though there is like that comedy like element, this is like an action movie, guys. So don't take it like, oh, this is like a silly comedy and there is some action. Because even the producer says that, the producer, the director, they said like initially this was supposed to be more like literally just a comedy, but then they change it and they feel more like action scenes. And in reality, this is a pure entertaining action movie. And you have that comedy like element in the movie, but you know, this is like an action extravaganza. This is like bunkers, and the action scenes, the stunts are legit and impressive. Of course, you have like a Hong Kong director, and then he brought as well the stunt coordinator. He brought it like from Hong Kong. There was also one from US, so they team up to make this like and in my view, I remember watching this on VHS. I had VHS growing up. I always liked this one, even though this is not Van Damme, Schwarzenegger, Stallone, not your typical like, Sabato Junior. He was in many like late 90s like action martial art B movies. Mark Wahlberg, it was still like a young guy here. Diamond Phillips, he was in a lot of movies in the 90s, and you have a lot of familiar faces in this movie. I mean, literally everyone involved, from the producers, the director, like all-star cast. So in my opinion, this is like an underrated movie, and I'm going to tell you just in a minute, guys. I have here the Blu-ray and the DVD that they were released like worldwide, basically everywhere. France, Italy, Germany, US, UK, they were all released by TriStar Pictures, like Sony Pictures. So this was like a Sony Pictures movie, TriStar Pictures. So as you can see, this one is like kind of easy to find worldwide, DVD or Blu-ray. But there is a few things I need to talk to you about these ones, because there is 3 deleted scenes on this like DVD, the old DVD that you cannot find on this Blu-ray, because this movie doesn't have like a 4K or anything. This one is stuck on Blu-ray, and Blu-ray looks just fine. But the problem is the deleted scenes are not on this one. And the old DVD has like 3 deleted scenes, and this one doesn't. But this one, at the same time, you have like audio commentary. You have 2 audio commentaries, and this one you just have 1. So I'm going to tell you that like in a minute. When it comes to the movie, again, I already in a way told you, like, you have like these 4 like hired like killers, obviously, and you have like Avery Brooks. And another thing, this movie initially the role that is played by Mark Wahlberg was supposed to be Jason Scott Lee from Dragon. That's right, Jason Scott Lee from Dragon and Soldier. He was supposed to be the one getting the role, and that was like if you listen the audio commentary, DVD or the Blu-ray, you have like the producer Terrence Chang and the director saying that initially it was Jason Scott Lee that was supposed to play the role, then eventually went to Mark Wahlberg. And the boss, Avery Brooks, it was to be played by Wesley Snipes, like kind of like a cameo, because it was his production company responsible for this movie. But at the time, Snipes were at his peak with Blade and other movies. He couldn't find the time to film it, but he was supposed to Avery Brooks' role as the boss. It was supposed to be played by Wesley Snipes, and that you can find on this the audio commentary. It's really nice on the Blu or the DVD with the producer and the director. And there's a lot of behind the scenes and information about the movie. And again, this is super fun. You have this team of hired killers, and what is going to happen is Diane Phillips is going to kidnap a Japanese girl from this supposed billionaire guy, right? So, and this was not they were not hired to do that, right? So Diane Phillips is going to act on his own, and is going to drag his maids to kidnap this girl from this Japanese billionaire. The problem is that girl was the goddaughter of their boss, and he didn't know that. And it's going to be a mess after that. Everyone's going to be involved. And Diane Phillips, to save his own skin, is going to blame Mark Wahlberg, saying that it was his idea to kidnap China Chow, right, to kidnap her, and in reality it was his idea, and the boss is not happy about it. And from that moment, basically you're going to see Diane Phillips, everyone after Mark Wahlberg, and it's pure fun, pure action, pure entertaining. And again, Sabato Jr. is not a lot in the movie. It's mainly the big opening, and then in the end, unfortunately, I think he could have been had more screen time in this one. But again, this is mainly Lou Diane Phillips and a Mark Wahlberg movie. They steal the show, and Lou Diane Phillips using that gold tooth the entire movie, that tight colorful shirt, and the director said it was his idea actually to use that gold tooth, and they said on the set they got along super well. The environment was amazing. The friendship, they improvised a lot, the one-liners, the comedy in the movie, a lot of that obviously it was on the script, but a lot of that it was improvised. And he said everyone was friends, filming this one. It was a great experience. And again, the action was super well filmed. Again, it was Hong Kong meeting Hollywood. And in my opinion, one that is underrated, even though it was kind of successful in the box office and in the VHS DVD world. It didn't, become a super, a cult favorite or with a cult following or anything, even though it was kind of successful, but I think it could have been bigger. But yeah, guys, let me show you now. This is the main menu of the Blu-ray. As you can see here, this is the UK release. As you can see here, the big hit. This is one of the covers, and you can see the special features. The only thing here is commentary by director Shirkirk Wong and executive producer Terence Cheng, and you have a commentary by screenwriter Ben Ramsey. So let me put here so I can show you. This is what you get if you get the Blu-ray. In the UK, in the CX store that sells used movies, I think this one costs £6 or £8 right now. On eBay, you can buy this anything between £10 and £20 here in the UK. So it's kind of easy to find, but you won't find this cheaper than £6 unless you can get it sometimes if you get lucky, a charity shop, a Goodwill, I did the DVD, because I have this Blu-ray for a long time, but I knew that the DVD had some deleted scenes that were not on this Blu-ray, that it's stupid that they didn't include, but that's the reality. That happens a lot, and I'm going to do a video one of these days, movies that for some reason, when they release the Blu-ray or the 4K, they don't port the special features to the the superior version. It makes no sense, but that happens a lot. So let me show you now. You guys can see this is the main menu to the Blu-ray. As you can see here, when it comes to the special features, you have the commentaries there. a commentary with director and executive producer Terence Chang and Kirk Wong. It's a great audio commentary, and you have the commentary with screenwriter Ben Ramsey. So you can get a lot of like information when it comes to this one. And now you have this one is like you have multiple like languages, and you have here like the scene selection. I'm going to show you the picture quality. And again, when it comes to the picture quality, I mean, the Blu-ray looks just fine. It's not like a gigantic upgrade from the DVD, because the DVD looks great. Of course, it does look better. It's superior quality, but it's not like a gigantic like leap from the DVD to the Blu-ray. I'm going to even show you. This is like one of the opening scenes in the hotel. It's a great like opening, like action over the top. As you can see here, let me just fast forward so you guys can see the picture quality here. I mean, you can see here Christina Applegate. I mean, this is like full HD. You know, these like Sony, like Blu-rays, most of the times they look just fine. And again, this is the best possible version, because this one, there is no 4K of this one. And this is the scene, as you can see, Lodi and Phillips, they kidnap like China Chow, right? As you can see, the picture quality looks just fine. Widescreen 16:9, and let me show you some shots of this. You guys can see the picture quality. If you guys decide to get the Blu-ray, China Chow here with Mark Wahlberg. It's another scene here. This is more towards the end, when you have like everyone after, and you can see here like the crazy Lou Diamond Phillips, as you can see with the gold tooth there. I mean, he steals the show on this one. Picture quality just fine, 16:9. And again, the only issue is like again, you don't have any of the special features here, and even I'm going to pop the DVD so you guys I can show you all those like deleted scenes. And to be honest, I don't understand why they didn't include it, like Sony. They didn't include those like special features. In a way, I'm going to tell you, it's like literally, it's like 3 deleted scenes. Each deleted scene is roughly 1 minute, 1 minute 30 seconds, 1.5 minutes, basically. It's less than 2 minutes each of those deleted scenes. The thing is, most of those deleted scenes, you have profanity, swearing, cursing, sexual language is rude, vulgar, profane, crude language, right? So maybe that's why, okay, I can understand why they didn't include in the movie, because it doesn't add anything special to the movie. But for them not to include the deleted scenes on the Blu-ray, maybe it's to do with that, because I think it's the only thing that I can remember, and when it comes to this one, there is the guy from the video store. It's super funny as well, because it's one of the highlights of the movie. Then if you watch the movie, I don't want to give it away, but Mark Wahlberg, he has a movie that rented for a long time and he needs to return it, and you have a guy from the video store always calling him to return that tape he has. Like that guy is super funny in the movie as well. This one was filmed in Ontario in Canada. This was supposed to be in an American city. They never really mention where it is, and even the producer and the director, they say it in the audio commentary. They did it on purpose, that initially they were going to say, oh, this is supposed to be in this particular city in America, but they wanted to keep it like a mystery. So this is supposed to be in America, but it was entirely filmed in Canada, in Toronto. So let me show you the main menu now to the DVD. And again, DVD is like a widescreen presentation. This DVD you can literally on eBay find it for anything between £3 and £10. Some people selling it like brand new for £10, but between £3-4 and 10, because obviously you have the Blu-ray superior. But I guess people know that you have the deleted scenes on this one, and here, as you can see, when it comes to the sound, you already have the 5.1, as you can see here, and you have like and you have here like the 3 deleted scenes, as you can see, that are not included in the extra features, theatrical trailer, director's commentary, 3 deleted scenes, filmographies, DVD trailer, and animated menus, as you can see. But the thing is, here you have just one audio commentary with the producer and the director. And on this one, the Blu-ray, you have like a commentary with the screenwriter Ben Ramsey. So basically, if you are big fans of the movie, you need to get these 2 versions, because the Blu-ray, you have like 2 audio commentaries, and in this one you have just one. But here you have the 3 deleted scenes, because if it was just for the picture quality, I'll tell you guys, this obviously it's superior, but it's not like a huge difference, because this DVD looks like just fine. And let me just show you here, as you can see, the main menu, extra features, and as you can see there, theatrical trailer, deleted scenes, and you have the director's commentary, but you have not the commentary from the screenwriter. And the deleted scenes, as you can see, Mel and the gang, I Want My Money, and What a Drag. And this is like, obviously, this is like, like as you can see, standard definition. It's not even like the full screen. And this is 3 of the deleted scenes of the movie. It's always nice if you like a movie to have like behind the scenes and deleted scenes. But for some reason, they deleted this one from the, they didn't port this one to the Blu-ray. I never like really understand the reason why they do that with so many DVDs, that they don't port to the Blu-ray all the special features, but that's the reality. So yeah, you have this deleted scenes, and let me just show you the rest of the special features. And here you have the director's commentary as well. And when it comes to the audio, basically you have like this one as German and English Dolby Surround, Dolby Digital, and with the Blu-ray you have compressed 5.1 and uncompressed, basically, but it's the same like 5.1. Basically, this Blu-ray, it's like you have superior quality, you have that extra audio commentary, but the DVD, you have like the 3 deleted scenes. So if you're a big fan of the movies, I mean, get both, or because like this DVD, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to get rid of it, because it's a movie I like, obviously. And let me just play the movie so you guys can see the picture quality. Again, the Blu-ray, it's an upgrade, but it's not like a gigantic like upgrade. As you can see here, obviously the Blu-ray looks better. This is like widescreen, so the specs are pretty much like the same, but obviously the Blu-ray looks better. I'm not going to say no, but as you can see here, the DVD looks good, because this is a Sony Pictures DVD. If you guys are not big fans of the movie, and you don't need to pay as much, you don't want to pay £6 or £8 for this one, you'll be just fine with the DVD, because the DVD looks just fine, as you can see. Not as nice, obviously, but it doesn't look bad, this DVD, as you can see here, with the picture quality. It looks just fine, and you have the deleted scenes, and you have the audio commentary that is great. You get a lot of like nice information. So yeah, guys, in the UK you have both of these options. I think in US you do as well, because this is a Columbia Pictures like DVD. It was released in France, in Italy, in Germany. It's quite easy to get these two, but just let you know, guys, if you have the Blu-ray, you have the 3 deleted scenes on the DVD that you don't get on this one. And this one that doesn't have like a 4K. So yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this like review of the big hit from 1998. You guys let me know what you think about this one, if it was one of your favorites growing up as well. If you, like me, think this one is super like funny, like intense action comedy, entertaining like movie, comment down below. Your opinion is always important. I like to interact with you guys. You'll be helping me if you hit that like button. If it's your first time watching my channel, basically I do like reviews, like unboxings, mainly of movies from the 80s, from the 90s, like action, martial arts, the best era of like action movies, definitely the 80s and the 90s. We grew up in that era. We love those like action martial art movies, and yeah, I'm here to bring you all the action you guys grew up with and you guys love. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think about the big hit from 1998, and as always, I'll be with you guys soon, bringing you all the action you guys love. Keep strong.